Hey guys, hope you're all doing okay. As you know, I am doing some video Spanish for you because while you're seeing these videos, I am enjoying myself in España. So I wanted to make sure that you would have the opportunity to still have some lessons with me, even though I'm not going to be with you physically. So I'll try to make these videos kind of short so you won't get bored out of your minds. But remember, it's going to be of the utmost importance for you to go over these videos, to listen to them, to do all of the assignments that I put on Blackboard in my absence so that you can have a clear understanding of some of these new concepts. I'm sorry that my vacation has to come during a time when we're learning concepts that are a little bit more advanced, but I believe in you. I know you're smart. You can take this. All right. So first of all, let's do a quick review of our indirect objects and our indirect object pronouns. Okay. So remember, our indirect objects, they're going to answer the questions to whom and for whom. Okay. So the interesting thing about our indirect objects is that, at least for our purposes, they're going to be referring to people, not to objects. If you remember, with the direct objects, they could refer to people or to things, but for our purposes in Spanish 2, our indirect objects are just going to be referring to people. So you have to whom or for whom. For example, in English, if I would say, I gave the book to Anna. Okay, so let's do a little bit of identifying right here. You see that I is the subject because I am the one who is doing the action. So I is your subject, and then gave is your verb. That's what the subject did. That's what I did. I gave. And then what did I give? I gave the book. So we know that the book is our direct object. And then to whom did I give the book? I gave the book to Anna. So Anna is our indirect object. So your indirect object is not performing an action. It is receiving an action, whereas your subject is the action doer. And it's very, very important for you to remember. Subjects are action doers, and direct objects and indirect objects are action receivers. Okay, so keep that clear. Now, what happens in Spanish is that I could say this same sentence. I gave the book to Anna. Let me erase the board real quickly. The good thing about these videos is that if something doesn't make sense, just rewind it on whatever device you're using, and that hopefully will help you out. So, watch this. Yo le di el libro a Ana. Okay, so that's how I would say that in Spanish. Yo le di el libro a Ana, where we see right here that the subject, the one who is doing the action, who is it? It's yo. That's your subject. Okay, what is the verb, the action? Di. I gave. All right, what did I give? Yo di el libro. I gave the book. So the book is your direct object. Now, folks, you could make a sentence with simply that. Yo di el libro. I gave the book. But it would sound very, very vacant. It would just sound like it's not complete. I gave the book. It's almost like you're begging for the question, well, who did I give the book to? So, yo le di el libro a Ana. So to whom did I give the book? I gave the book to Ana. Now remember, le in Spanish can refer to him. It can refer to you, formal. It can refer to her. It can refer to the professor, to the girl, to the boy, to the cockeyed squirrel, to Minnie Pearl. It can refer to a billion people. So in Spanish, the way we clear that up is we can use this right here at the end, a Ana. That's just a clarifier. It lets me know who that le refers to. Now, if I get rid of a ana, the sentence is still perfectly okay in Spanish. Yo le di el libro. It's perfectly grammatical. And I could put a period right there. However, if you don't have any context, because le can refer to so many different people, you're not going to know who it is that le is referring to. So all the ana does is simply let us know who le is. And I know that in English, we probably are thinking, well, Mr. Le, why don't we just get rid of the le and say, yo di el libro a Ana? Well, sorry, Charlie, can't do that. Because the a Ana is just a clarifier in Spanish. We don't necessarily have to have it. It's optional. But le is a working component of the sentence. It's working as the indirect object. So we have to have it, just like in this sentence, we have to have our subject, we have to have our verb, we have to have our direct object. Well, in this particular sentence, we have to have the indirect object. And all ana does is simply clarify who le is. But let me show you one that I think might be a little bit easier to understand, because it doesn't need as much clarification. All right? So look right here. Let's say that Anna gave me the book. Okay? Watch this. Ana me dio el libro. And if you haven't learned yet, dio is a form of the verb dar, to give, and this is the past tense form of it. You'll be learning that soon, okay? So let's identify parts of speech right here. We've got Ana, she is the subject, she is the action doer. Now what did she do? She gave. So gave is our verb. What did she give? She gave the book. That's your direct object, okay? Now ask yourselves the question, to whom did Anna give the book? She gave it to me. So me is our indirect object. Now, if you take a look right here, guys, me is very, very obvious as far as to whom that refers. When you see me, you know without a shadow of a doubt that me refers to me. It can't refer to her, to him, or to anybody else. It refers to me. So in this situation, there's no clarification needed like there was in the previous example with I gave the book to Anna. Because again, the le could refer to so many different people, I had to put Ana at the end of it to let you know exactly who that le referred to. But right here with me, there's no need to put anything extra because we know without a shadow of a doubt that me can only refer to me. Let's say that Anna gave you the book. Well, if Anna gave you the book, I would say Ana te dio el libro. And te is still an indirect object. I've just changed it. Te is kind of like me in that you don't need any extra information to indicate who that's referring to. It's obvious. Ana te dio el libro. And it's obvious that te means to you because te cannot be defined or interpreted in any other way in Spanish but as to you. And we know when we use te, it's the informal you, the one that you use with your buddies, your friends, people close to your age. So we've got Ana te dio el libro. Easy breezy, beautiful. All right, what about another one that's very obvious? You might be thinking of it already. We've used me, we've used te. Now, what about this one? Let's say Anna gave us the book. Well, again, nos is referring to the indirect object because we're talking about what Anna gave to us. Again, answering that question of indirect objects. To whom or for whom something is done. And in this case, Anna gave us the book. Again, just like me, just like te, we've got nos, and nos is completely clear that it only can refer to us. nobody else. So for that reason, you don't have to clarify it in any other way, like we did with that very first example with yo le di el libro a Ana. Again, nos is completely obvious. So again, in this case, it's easy, just like me, te, and nos. So let's take another quick look just to make sure that you are understanding correctly this deal about our indirect objects. Okay? So again, an indirect object, as I said earlier, an indirect object answers the question to whom or for whom. Okay? To whom or for whom. Alright? Now, our indirect object pronouns that we use when we are saying that someone is receiving some kind of action, or that something is done to him or to her or to me. These are the indirect object pronouns we use. We can use me, te, le, nos, and les. Okay? Me, te, le, nos, and les. So we've already used in the previous examples me when someone does something to me, te when someone does something to you, nos when someone does something to us or for us. And then I gave you an example at the beginning with le. I give Anna the book. Yo le di el libro a Ana. I gave Anna the book, rather. So le, again, can refer to him. Le can refer to her. And le can refer to you, formal. What do I mean by you, formal? I mean, for example, if I am saying, hello, Dr. Henshaw, here is a gift that I bought for you. Here's something that I'm going to give to you. So since he's my boss, he is an authority figure, I would use the more formal you to refer to him. Le. I wouldn't use te. I would use te with, again, a friend, a brother, somebody that is